You guys know I love my Glock 19. My grandma gave me this. I started off shooting with a Glock. I was always a Glock boy up until I got my hands on this bad boy. And this, in my opinion, is better than the Glock. And let's talk about it today. There we go. And let's look at my hits. All alphas, this counts as a line breaker. Good transitioning. Let's go ahead and talk about the 2.0. We're gonna go over the upgrades and then we're gonna go over why I like it over the Glock, and then we're gonna shoot it. So that's how this video is gonna be laid out. Before we get into upgrades, actually, I just wanna say I probably have about around like 5,000 rounds through this 2.0 specifically. And not really any issues when it comes to the actual platform, but when it comes to ammo, I just recently bought a bunch of shitty ammo from Bass Pro. Never again, but it hasn't caused any issues in this gun yet. But let's talk about the upgrades. First things first, I did throw a TRIJICON SRO on it. This is a 2.5 MOA. I just like the shape of this optic. It's a circle shape rather than a square like a Hollow Sun 507 comp. It's just preference. I like the TRIJICON. I did have issues with the SRO in the past. I've had 2 issues with 2 of my TRIJICON SROs, and the warranty program, they work really good, and they got me optics sent back out. So I'm super happy about that. I love the SRO. Next thing, we're gonna talk about the slide, because this slide does not come ported. The slide in the barrel does not come ported and does not come cut out. I got it done by Angel City Armory. This gun I currently carry. It's on my CCW, and I use it for USPSA shooting competition. So since it does have ports, I'm in the open division, so that's why I'm running this 2.0. Next thing, I got an X300 turbo on there. So high candela, good amount of lumens, and this punches through like dirt, smoke, everything. Especially if you're shooting at night, this is gonna be punching through tint on windows and everything. So this is why I went with the Surefire X300 turbo. Next thing I did was I installed a Apex trigger on it. I think I got it dialed down to like 2.5 pounds on the trigger. Let's take a look at this. Boom, nice clean break. And nice clean reset. So I'm able, with this trigger install, I'm able to get super fast splits. This trigger 100%, like from factory, if you bought this 2.0, the trigger is already nice. But if you add the Apex trigger to it, it puts you in a whole nother ball game. You can shoot a lot faster, and with the ports, it's controlled. So it really helps out in competition. Another upgrade that I did was this FLOYDS custom MAGWELL. The MAGWELL, it's super pricey in my opinion, and I can see myself running it and not running it. The only thing I like running it is because it does help with the mag reloads and stuff. And the only con to this though is going to be the base plates that you have to purchase from FLOYDS in order for your magazines to fit in here. Because if you were to put a standard magazine in here, it wouldn't fit, because that FLOYDS MAGWELL wouldn't allow that OEM magazine to sit nice and flush. So you do have to spend like 90 bucks on the MAGWELL, and then like an extra 50, 60 bucks for each base plate. So that is a con. You can go without it. And this is just, I bought it so I can do a video on it, and I like it on the gun. So, but it's not something that it's like you got to have it on there. You could just run it with the red dot optic and Apex trigger, and this gun will run fine. I also deleted the safety. So I did a safety delete. I bought some plugs. I plugged up the grip, and bam, that works also. Another thing that I did for this 2.0 is right here on the slide release. From factory, the slide release is shit. So like I barely put any pressure, and the slide release sends home. What I did was take out a detent and spring right there, so it can just, the minimal amount of pressure on that slide release will send it forward. So that was a big gripe for me from factory, was that. So I took that out, and now it runs like champ. Also, you can see where the loaded chamber indicator used to be. When I did get it cut from Angel City Armory, they did remove it. I wish this came optics ready from factory, but it didn't. So the only gripe that I have with getting rid of your loaded chamber indicator is the carbon that gets put up on your window. I don't have a problem with it, but it is a problem if you do shoot very often. Well, not really a problem, because you guys should be target focused, but it just, looking at it, it looks dirty and ugly whenever that windows has a bunch of carbon on it. That's all the upgrades that I did to the 2.0, and that's how it looks. And 100%, this is my favorite gun that I'm shooting in my rotation at this point in time. And let's go ahead and talk about why it's going to be better than a Glock. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about why I prefer the 2.0 over the Glock. First things first is going to be the magazines and the magazine release. With the 2.0, when you're naturally aiming and you want to come in release that magazine, you could release it at any angle and the magazine will still fall out. If you guys seen in a couple of my other videos, I've always had issues with the Glock. Where's the Glock mag?
It's already inserted.
Oh, it's already inserted. So I've always had issues doing like fast reloads on the Glock. So the main problem with this, I think, is for like even like a newer shooter or experienced shooter, is sometimes that Glock hangs up in the mag. It doesn't fall as freely and it doesn't have that force that the 2.0 has. So sometimes I'll be doing a reload, and if I have it canted a certain way, it wouldn't fall freely and I would have to rip that magazine out. And with the 2.0, any position that you drop that magazine, it's going to come flying out. I mean, there's that natural look. If I release the mag this way, it's still going to push out really like nice and clean. Like how far that pushes out being sideways. And let me show you guys this on the Glock. There's not really a force of it pushing out. Look, that's me releasing the mag. You see what I'm saying? There's no force behind it. So that's one reason why I prefer the 2.0 over the Glock. Look at that force. It forces itself out just how the Glock was sitting right now, and it forces itself out. So I've literally had no interruptions when doing a mag reload, either in training or at USPSA comps, because this just flies out freely and with force. So this is why I prefer the 2.0 over the Glock, because simple thing as the magazine release. There are more. Let's talk about it. Second reason why I prefer the 2.0 over the Glock is going to be the ergonomics. Natural point of aim with the 2.0, you don't need to get it stippled. My Glock is stippled because from factory, Glocks feel like blocks in your hands. And from factory, the 2.0 just fits nicer in your hand, has nice grippy texture, and you do not need to get the stippled. But if you do want to get it stippled, I could see it benefiting in a certain kind of way. But yeah, natural point of aim and then natural ergonomic feeling to this. So we compare this one to the Glock. You can see it's a lot blockier. And I mean, I got this one stippled because shooting a Glock from factory, it's not as comfortable. It feels like a block in your hand. This one from factory has a natural point of aim and the ergonomics are just a lot better. So that's another reason why I prefer 2.0 over the Glock. But there are more. Let's talk about it. Another reason why I prefer the 2.0 over the Glock is going to be the trigger from factory is better than a Glock trigger, hands down. Obviously this ain't factory anymore, this has an Apex trigger in it, but what I've noticed from watching videos that I post online all the way up till now, that I can shoot this gun a lot faster than I can my Glock, even with the Glock having a stock trigger and with Glock having a aftermarket trigger. This is the aftermarket trigger I have in there. It increased the performance just enough, but not enough for me to like this one over my 2.0. The trigger that I have in here now currently is going to be the Apex trigger, and I did some work on it and I love how it shoots, and it has allowed me to get faster splits. So that helps out in competition situation, but I do have this on my CCW, even though with all these upgrades some people are against that. I run my shit how I run it, and I'm hoping I never have to use this in a self-defense situation, but if I do, whatever, right? It's my life over me going to prison for a certain amount of years. But yeah, the trigger, I'm able to shoot faster with this trigger, stock and aftermarket. So this is another reason why I like the 2.0 over the Glock. There is one last reason, and let's talk about that right now. Last reason why I think this is better than the Glock, and don't worry guys, we are going to do some shooting in this video. I'm going to show you guys some reloads. I'm going to show you how fast we can shoot this, and yeah, so stay tuned, keep watching. But last reason why I like this one over the Glock is how faster this shoots. And what I mean by that, the recoil impulse on the 2.0 is a lot freer moving slide. If you compare it to a Glock, you would say a Glock is like a sticky slide and it doesn't cycle as fast. And I'm trying to put it into good words so you guys could kind of understand. So if these both had the same amount of horsepower in cars, this would have so much more torque when it comes to how this slide cycles. When I shoot my Glock, I feel that it's super restrictive, like super restrictive and super sticky, and not as free of cycling. So that's why I feel like this is limited. By no means I'm shitting on Glock. Glock is the Honda Toyota of guns right now, and it's proven its reliability, and it's perfection. But I think the 2.0 just surpasses Glock out of the box on the cycle of action and the recoil impulse. It just shoots a lot freer. I mean, you'll see in the video, we'll do some close-ups of us shooting this super fast and me shooting the Glock super fast, and see how it cycles. And that's like kind of the last reason why I prefer the 2.0 over the Glock. The only thing that I wish M&P or Smith & Wesson would do was add one gun to add another one to the roster with an optic ready slide. And if it's optic ready slide from factory, all you do is throw a red dot and a light on there. It's probably going to be the best gun you could buy on the California market at that price range, hands down. And I'm not shilling for Smith & Wesson. I don't have any affiliation with them. I just love shooting their platform. I mean, I wanted this a long time ago, but it wasn't on the roster. I took some classes with Kyle, shot his M&P, and I understand why they moved to M&P, or why he moved to M&P over Glock. It just shoots a lot faster, flatter. The recoil impulse is amazing. The ergonomics is amazing. And the 2.0 is my baby right now. This is my favorite gun at the current moment, how it's set up. And this is why I love shooting this one over the Glock. Let's get to shooting. Okay guys, I'm pretty much cold. We're gonna go ahead and run a bill drill, 7 yards. We're gonna hit 6 rounds in that A box right there, and we're gonna make it happen. Peter is jumping right now because there's so many red ants at this range. This is probably gonna be the last time we come to this range. We usually go to Route 66, but so many ants right now. Now he's jumping all over. Let's get this bill drill. Hit the timer, Peter.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Stand by. 2.47.
That's pretty slow. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all A zone, cold. I'm happy with that. 247.
Yeah, 47.
Let's cut it down a little bit shorter. That's not bad for cold, I think, in my opinion.
2.56.
2.56?
Yep.
Oh, I got slower. Okay. Threw one out. Time to speed it up. When you guys are watching this video, I want you guys to see how fast the slide moves on the gun. So Peter, instead of getting my full body on the bill drill, let's go ahead and get you close up of that gun, okay? So just so we can see how fast it cycles. So you guys understand what I mean. It's less restrictive than a Glock.
Yeah. Alrighty, close up, shooter ready, stand by. Boy, there's 2 cold standards tonight.
I know. That was 12? Freedom Week magazines. Freedom Week magazine.
That was 10.
Okay, what's cool about the 2.0 too is you're able to have Freedom Week magazines. I bought these magazines like a couple years back during Freedom Week. So 2.0, you're able to have Freedom Week magazine. That's a plus. But yeah, let's go take a look at the hits. All A zone. We're not that far away from the target, so I'm not saying I'm good by any means, but we're hitting alphas right here. And what I want you guys to see in the video is this fast cycling of the 2.0, of how fast that slide's gonna run. So instead of getting the full video of me, let's get it up close and let's just burn a couple of rounds right here straight into the alpha. And let's get you guys to see it on film right now. It just feels good in the hand, and when you bring it up to your eyes, it just feels really good. So those are, we should get the splits on the timer, huh?
Yeah, you want me to get
Yeah, let's do that. But see, I mean, it just feels good in the hand. Ergonomics is a plus with the 2.0 in my opinion. Let's get the splits. What I'm gonna do right now is gonna show you how fast the splits can be with the Apex trigger and the 2.0 platform. So I'm just gonna point at a target and just smash that trigger. So let's go ahead and get that. Peter, hit that timer so we can calculate the splits.
Alrighty.
Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
See. Okay, let's go over our splits. We got 0.17, 0.13. Those are 3 shots right there. So, I mean, you kind of want to be in the 0.14 area for nice, good splits. We hit 0.13 and 0.17. Let's go ahead and run it back one more time and show you guys. Got one in there. Bow! All right, let's see. Oh, I fucked up on that last split. Okay guys, second string, we got 0.15, 0.17, so anywhere between, depending how good you are at manipulating that trigger. I've been shooting anywhere from 0.13 split time all the way up to 0.17. It just totally depends on you, but this is gonna be a lot faster than the Glock. Honestly, like, I did want to show you guys the Glock on how fast the splits are, but I just don't enjoy shooting it no more. But should I, Peter? Should we load up a Glock mag and see if we could get past 0.13?
Yeah, we should do it.
Let's do it. Fuck it.
Let's do it.
Okay, right here, Peter convinced me. I have the Glock. Same upgrades that I have on my 2.0, damn near. This is a blocky shooting gun. We got a mag right here. Let's go ahead and get the splits on this gun too.
Alrighty. Shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by.
Let's see. Best split, 0.17, 0.20. Let's run that back. Keep it recording. Let's see again.
Alrighty. Shooter ready. Stand by.
Let's see. Let's pay attention to the splits in the beginning. 0.19, 0.17. You guys are seeing this. 0.18. That 0.18, 0.43. Don't matter about that. 0.18, 0.16. So, yeah. I mean, let's shoot the 2.0 now. Here we go.
Let the ants have it.
Huh?
Let the ants have it.
Let the ants have it. Okay. Let's get fast splits on this one now too.
Alrighty. Shooter ready.
Yeah.
Stand by.
Okay. Leave that loaded. Let's see what we got here. Let's go all the way to the bottom. First shot out, 0.15, 0.14, 0.17, 0.14. So we're damn near like 0.02 faster with this 2.0. And don't get me wrong, I was trying to shoot that gun as fast as I was shooting this gun, and it just, I mean, the timer tells you. We get faster splits with the 2.0. Let's do it one more time, just for the people saying like, nah, you weren't doing this and all that shit. Here, Peter, let's get it. I got a couple more mags. Got one in the pipe, let's do it again.
Alright, oh, ignore this beep. Hold on, ignore it. Oh, shit.
All right, go ahead.
Alright, shooter ready.
Yeah.
Stand by.
All right, let's see. The hell? The helly? 0.15, 0.19. Something happened in the beginning. I don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, so 0.15. We're around that 0.14, 0.15 with the 2.0. And this is why I say I feel like it shoots better, even with the timer. I mean, not better. It shoots faster. Even what the timer is telling us, it does shoot faster. And that's me trying to actually squeeze the trigger faster. And I just feel the 2.0 is less restrictive than the Glock. But yeah, that's another reason why I like this one over the Glock. Okay guys, here's some POV footage for you. I'm not sure how good the audio sounds, but M&P 2.0, nice clean mag in there. And let's go ahead and do a little transition. There we go. And let's look at my hits. All alphas, this counts as a line breaker. Good transitioning. This, kind of all over the place, but yeah, that's a little POV footage for you guys. Let me know what your guys' thoughts. That's POV of shooting the MNP 2.0, how I currently run my setup. And this is the camera actually I use for USPSA competitions. So let's get to final thoughts about this. As you guys can see with the shot timer, the 2.0 does shoot a lot faster than the Glock. And by no means I was trying to like screw it in any kind of way. But we have literally a measurement system right here that shows that. And just to kind of wrap up everything here is the 2.0, I love it because how fast the slide cycles, the ergonomics, the trigger, the point of aim, and you don't need to stipple this gun to make it feel comfortable in your hands. With my Glock, I had to. 2.0, I'm probably leaving it that way, and if I do get it stippled, it's just because I want that like picture perfect Instagram picture or like that Gucci look. But how it comes like that and how I've been shooting it, I love it compared to the Glock. But By no means I'm shitting on Glock, because Glock is a great gun. It's just a block, and it feels like you're shooting very restrictive compared to the 2.0. Glock is the Honda and Toyota of guns, right? It's super reliable. The aftermarket the aftermarket product line is there. You can find parts all over the place for it. But I just like the 2.0. If you guys disagree with me on you think the Glock is better than the 2.0, let us know down in the comment section. Remember, this is all preference. Just because I say I love the 2.0 better than the Glock, it doesn't mean that it is. That it's a statement of fact, right? It's preference. I enjoy shooting my 2.0 over the Glock, and that's just what it is, right? But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this video in the comment section. Keep in mind, at 40,000 subscribers, I will be giving away one item that's on the California handgun roster. So we got that coming up at 40,000 subscribers. And the next video you guys are going to see here on YouTube is me reviewing the 6-hour P226 Mark 25 Navy. That's going to be an awesome gun. It's a single action and double action handgun. It's going to be my first to, it's going to be that first style of gun for me to review on the channel. So I'm looking forward to that. And if you guys do want to support the channel in any kind of way, I do merch drops throughout the year, probably 1 or 2 throughout the year. This is one of the t-shirts that I came out with. Take a look at it. Some people here on YouTube don't follow me on Instagram, so shoot me a follow on Instagram. It's CaliCoolGuns_. It'll be right here. And if you guys don't have an Instagram and you guys do want to buy some merch in the future, go to my website. It's CaliCoolGuns.com. Subscribe to the email list. Whenever I do a merch drop, I do it usually for 3 days only for a pre-order. And then after the 3rd day, I don't do any more merch drops. So put in your email for a subscription. You get an email blast whenever I do one. But other than that, thank you guys for always watching and supporting the channel. The numbers are going up. You guys liked that last video. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in as always. I'll see you guys on the next video for the Mark 25 Navy.